18 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week. A lot of those people listen on one of our 600 plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, go to RamseySolutions.com/show.
Ramsey Show ending, after show beginning. What up, AJ? Come on, there we go. 399 subscribers. Apparently Jake Thompson subscribed. He commented on one of the videos, and for some reason it went into the held dealio. And I am not using the aforementioned stricter blockage on comments. I'm not using that, so I don't know what the dealio is on that. What up, Spring? Just type the rest of my stuff in. I don't have the notepad up here, so I'll just type it. Why don't we do a little thing called the Rachel Cruz song? That's a good one, Sid. Yes, that's what we all want. Mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. Yes, that's what we all want. Rachel Cruz, mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. Yes, that's what we all love. Rachel Cruz. All right. Almost got done by the time that was over. All right. Let's see. Show number 251 today. 251. They say you got to do something for 10,000 hours before you get good at it. I don't know if I can do 10,000 shows. Do the math, Sid. How long would it take me to do 10,000 shows? Oh, let's see, what do we got today? Show notes and... Oh, that's right. They're singing. Listen for the drum taps. Almost 251 and quite 300, but all right. That's joy math there. All right. I was talking up to the words like a radio host. Didn't work. All plans, it starts with step 1. Close enough. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Step mortgage, we don't do that yet. This will pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges from smallest to largest. Now baby, step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results, you're getting down. You should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do the baby steps. Messed up on the... Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. The 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I go, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Ba-da-ba-ba. There it is. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-boom-boom-boom. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. Links at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, especially if you would like to sing the baby step song. You can also reach me on Instagram, add me on the ground, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Back to the chat, check in with the lunatics, make sure they're good. Let's see. Wow, lots of chats. All right. Let's bring Eye Doctor Monday. AJ checking on Flash. It says Football Manager 2022 free on Epic Games Launcher. All right, that wasn't the game scheduled for today. It was what was it? One of them. It was two of them. One of them was Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and I forget what the other one was. Flash in the hospital 6 days. They couldn't fix her. Boom, boom, boom. Sir the Craftsman here. I'm sure with all just positive news. Thanks for the IOs. Just to hear me sing. Well, that ought to make you feel better about life and stuff. All right. AJ asks if it's fun. He's pondering. Skeptical eyes for him on whether it's fun to hear me sing or not. Watching you, AJ. All right. Let's see. We had some hosts today on another brand new show. Dave Cation still continues, at least until Monday. So we had two other co-hosts in, and it was our pal George Camel in the big chair and John Deloney with him. And lucky for you, Craftsman, there's a song for each of them. Let's see, and hopefully I put it at the right point this time. I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now he used to host YouTube back in the day. KC calls him George Camel with a K. Now George hosts 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed Future, Entree, Leadership, and the Fine Print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS, Deloney still wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paid his house off. Step 7. Got a second dog. May have gotten an electric vehicle, we don't know. Could have been fronting. Alright. And this guy. Friend of the Aftershow. Author of the new book I can never remember the name of. And of course, Redefining Anxiety. And of course, Questions for Human card set. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see. But his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus, he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop. Gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Oh, he takes a call and then he throws his pen and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Oh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you going there, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop. Gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Drink break. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Own your past, change your future. Thank you. I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and Alice has to face, they did not place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. All right, let's see here. All right, yes, own your past, change your future. Dr. D. Pre-order people have gotten the ebooks, I think, already, and the audiobook / hardback is available on the 19th, I believe. Flash said earlier. And yes, I'm trying to buy time because I didn't queue this up. All right, and market report. Alrighty, so not as much down yesterday. Small cap still taking the most down, 1.48%. Nasdaq minus 0.76%, and compared to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, that points to another Troy Story victory in fantasy mutual funds. It's fantasy mutual funds, but we actually do it with our actual mutual funds. So not really fantasy. So, but generally, basically when the market is down, he wins. So he's the poster boy for the market being down. Congratulations, Troy Story. All right, so next week we got some financials reporting in, some banks, Chase, Citi, Bank of America. The following week, that is 18th is the following week. That's a Monday. Bank of America and Netflix and Tesla that same week, so that might be a fun week there. United Health Group mixed in as well. Single stocks now. Some of these went up though, so it just depends on in your large cap fund. It just depends on how much Apple is in that, and how much Microsoft is in that, and how much Tesla is in that, as to whether you've whether you lose fantasy mutual funds or not. I don't think that even these being up is going to be enough to get that for me. But anyway, basically, it's so far this year. It's or this month. It's Troy Story with 2, the rest of us with 1 each, except AJ has donut. All right. Let's see what the rest of the planet is doing. Mostly down in the Europe, all down in the Asia. Let's see. Euro up on the dollar today. Dollar up on the Japanese yen. British pound, love, up on the dollar. The US dollar up on the Canadian dollar. Sorry. And the US dollar up on the Australian dollar, mate. Still no shrimp on the bobby for you. Let's check crypto. I know a guy that has some Cardano. That's up 2.05, and that's all positive today. Let's see if Doge went negative at all today. It did. It did. I wonder if that often has this much volatility in it during the one day. Yeah, you wouldn't see it there, but I'm gonna check it the next few days if I remember to. Yeah, let's check another one. Let's check the Cardano. Why not? And see if it still did that. Yeah, no, see, this didn't. This went low early and then stayed up. So it's probably all different. Depends on if somebody actually said, oh, I'm going to do virtual currency. Let me see. There's how many of them? 10 billion of them? Okay, let's see. Do I want that one? Or do I want that one? Or that one? Well, let me check their 10-year track records. Oh, no, there's not that available either. So, alrighty. So, let's see what this article says. Boop, boop, boo, doo. Fine. I don't have that many stories today, so we will go ahead and do that on the ad blocker and do the refresh. All right, so from the Los Angeles Times, latimes.com there, and there's your Bloomberg ad. And there's another ad for the LA Times website itself. And this is, I'm not clicking that. Tech rebound lifts stocks on Wall Street after early slide. So, okay. Well, when is this? 2:50 p.m. All right. Late afternoon rebound led by technology companies helped drive stocks higher. Okay. All right. Well, the NASDAQ wasn't, that close to zero. It was still, what was it, 79% down? Beep, 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 doo. Oh, did I not, did it not refresh? It didn't refresh. Oh, that's Cardano still. Oh, but no, up there. Yeah, what in the heck? Okay, gave you wrong numbers. All right. That's weird. It's supposed to automatically refresh. Okay. So Russell's still down 0.35%, which is better than 1 point something, whatever it was before. NASDAQ up just slightly. S&P 500 and Dow Jones up 0.25% and 43%. Reversed the order I set them respectively. And so probably still a win by Troy Story. But you never know. Sid might eke it out. She has before on a day. All right, everybody in the chat has died. Nobody chatting. Okay, so that's all we need there. I don't think we need anything on here. Boom, 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 boom. So, did I play the wrong music too then? Yeah, that should have been a happy one. Darn it. All right. Let's make up for that. Right now, just a little bit of it, so we all feel in a good mood, because we don't want Craftsman to be upset about something. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Craftsman's still here. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I apologize for that. This page is supposed to refresh, so I must have been looking for at numbers from a long time ago, long time ago. Apparently, let's see how long. 251. It started being positive. The Nasdaq did. Okay. Let's see if the shape of it looks the same for the S&P. Somewhat. It's not as much of a deep valley there, and the Dow, again, not as much as the deep valley as the Nasdaq, which started up higher and then went blue. All right. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. You're not seeing. I pulled the window out of the window that I have being broadcasted. Let's try. Let's do it. Put it right here. All right. So, speaking of being victimized, this is a. For some reason, this appeared on the finance page for me. And I don't live in Des Moines, so I assume it's trying to make me feel bad because we don't have the high-speed internet, the fiber optic, in my neighborhood. So they are trying to make me feel bad. So, yeah. Oh, they announced plans Tuesday. Well, that's nice for the people in the Des Moines, Iowa area. Don't have it. 100 megabits per second is the only thing that's available. Oh, you muted him and he left? Alright, cool. Sid's in charge of muting, so she might. So this article, again, I can't read it on here, but fortunately there are things known as other browsers, and so stock market behaving like a lot like it did during the Iraq War. Here's the future if the pattern continues, which is what? Iraq War 2003 doesn't have many parallels to Russia's invasion of Ukraine other than perhaps global unpopularity, but there seems to be at least one parallel: how stocks have behaved, as this chart shows. Okay, and you can't see it. The lines are similar, definitely. Investors still pessimistic towards stocks in the UK and Europe. While the U.S. measure has recovered, it has peaked due to inflation concerns. Okay, and that's the chart there, and it said there's your Great Depression right there. What is that chart? Oh, that's GMO commodity index. Boom, 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 boom. Just trying to find out where it shows the future. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry for the wait there. It shows like the GMO commodity index. Not for the future though. All right, it doesn't appear to be here. Article just kind of ends. Maybe I messed it up at the top. I'll give it a few more seconds to try to find it. Oh, okay. A strategist at a place in London, hello, Louvre, says if stocks were to continue at the Iraq path, there would be sideways moves over the next 10 trading days, but some 5% to 10% upside over the next 2 months. Okay, so it'd probably take that. Like basically holding steady over the next 10 days and then 5 to 10% up. After that, I would take that. Approved. Make it so. Make it so. All right, that's for Troy Story. Boom, boom, boom. SEC, this for Troy Story. I said SEC, the Southeastern Conference approves two premium Bitcoin futures ETF. And so basically that's just an ETF that follows Bitcoin. So approval may hint at a future spot Bitcoin ETF approval. So I don't know what, oh, I see. Let's say, so they may eventually approve an immediate ETF approval. So that it like completely mirrors it, but it completely mirrors it like to the minute or to the second or whatever. But this one is just for the Bitcoin futures. Although I don't know, I mean, I get because it doesn't stop. It's tracked 24 hours a day, so I don't know how. I guess you do futures on top of tracking it every single day. Weird, because yeah, it doesn't stop at the virtual currency does not stop being tracked at 4 p.m. like the stock market does. So I don't know how exactly you would do that. Even during after hours trading, that ETF would still, you could still figure out what that ETF is at, but just by looking at Bitcoin stuff. And so that would be it would be futures as far as the stock market's concerned, as far as the ETF is concerned, but not. That's weird. That's very weird. I'll if I can remember, I'll look more into that and we'll see what up, yo, about that. That is very interesting. All right, this is from lifehacker.com. How to save money at the grocery store when food costs a fortune. Before buying generic, clipping coupons, and purchasing in bulk. Those are all good ideas. But don't do like AJ and go spend all your money at the Costco. Were those earnings coming up? I think those earnings were today, weren't they? I'll check that in just a second. Purchasing in bulk. Here's how you could save right now. Those are good ideas, though, but we'll see what they have in mind. Do they have grate your own cheese? All right. Grate your own cheese instead of buying the pre-shredded cheese. I know ain't nobody got time for that usually. 8-ounce block of cheese yields more grated shreds than an 8-ounce bag of pre-grated cheese, making it a much better choice for anyone on a budget. All right, replace paper towels with flour sack towels. Similar to tea towels, but thicker and more absorbent. Flour sack towels are fantastic for hand drying. Okay. think 12 pack of 28 by 28 towels can last years is $16 on the Amazon. Compared to 12 rolls of paper towels that will be gone in a couple months for $18.74. Cut your own fruits and veggies, probably the same dealio as the other thing. Let's see, shop in season. Resist the urge to buy fresh kale and Brussels sprouts in the middle of summer and blueberries in the dead of winter, as they'll cost you a pretty penny. Yep. All right. Produce bought in season will be in plentiful supply, lowering its cost. All right. Start a small at-home garden. That's ain't nobody got time for that. But you make time if you want to save money. All right, that's about the whole dealio on that. Let's see, one more sub for 400. Excellent. Good morning, Julia. Says the pre-shredded cheese has a weird coating on it that makes it not stick. Ick. Okay. You think that coating is like a preservative of some type? See, I don't even know about cooking, and I figured that out. I think it might be a preservative or something they spray on there. Alrighty, so that's all the articles I have for today. Not too much going on. I even checked the regular news, and nothing jumped out at me. Normally try to stay away from political stuff because it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. This from alternative_mess_143. What would Dave do? Replacing stage 5. That would be step 5, but they don't have any kids. Okay, so you're not required to have babies just because you're approaching step 5. Not a requirement. Sid says it's cornstarch. Craftsman advised not to buy any junk food. Absolutely. Spring says get block cheese and shred it yourself. She never buys pre-shredded. All right, so I don't really buy that either. The only time I do if I make the stovetop stuffing recipe for bruschetta, and that does require shredded cheese, and I have been. No, have I ever shredded it for that? I have shredded it for that some, but mostly I probably just buy the shredded, but I don't make that a lot at all. All right, so I'm a chunk of the way through saving 6 months of expenses, and I'm going to skip paying my student loan because I'm in the UK. Okay, I'm enrolled in my employer's pension scheme, and I'm paying into a Lisa. Is the water warm enough? Yes, Lisa. Let's see, I can do that joke. I can also do, what's the return on investment on the BART? Get it? That would be from The Simpsons. Okay. If you don't plan on having kids, did you replace stage 5 with anything? Or did you just skip that one and move on? You skip it and move on. Wonder if anybody has replaced it with anything good, fun, meaningful. Your good, fun, meaningful stuff would be budgeted otherwise, but if you don't have kids, you skip step 5, and all the money that you would use for step 5 goes to the mortgage. And if you don't have a mortgage, then you're on step 7. Congratulations. But that's the dealio on that. There's no replacement for that. And that's what Dave would do. Dave would follow the baby steps that he made up. He wouldn't look for a replacement for that. So, just giving alternative mess a hard time here. All right. Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. Pumax Tracier. Maybe from the Europe or somewhere with the E-U-R there. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum. This question may get blocked immediately. It didn't, since it's about a credit card. They don't do that on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. It's run by fans. Not Ramsey Solutions, but even the Ramsey Baby Steps community on Facebook, which is run by Ramsey Solutions, they don't block just because you have credit card in the thing, in the post. But has anyone had any luck adding your Apple Card to the EveryDollar app? EveryDollar shows the Apple Card as an option to add, but I keep getting a 107 error. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Something wrong with it. If it's a credit card, why would it be added? Is that a credit card you're using as a bank? I don't know. Any clue, Sid? I don't know. And I would assume if you're getting an error, there's something wrong with the server or something like that. Since it gives an error like that and not just it doesn't have the option to add. So yeah, I wonder, I don't know what that Apple Card is. If is it like a combination debit credit or something? No. Let's see. Apple Card, no fees. No impacted credit score. Titanium card. Payments made simple. Apple Card completely rethinks everything with the credit card. I mean, the only thing I can think of is it completely reinvented the credit card. The only thing I can think of it, does it allow you to add it as a debt? Is that what it is? That's a good thing to have. Let's see what owning the Apple credit card from Goldman Sachs doesn't have to cost you a thing. Doesn't have to, but as usual, most credit cards will cost most people money. You get a percentage of your purchase back in daily cash, like real cash, so unlike rewards that never expires. Cash is deposited right in your Apple Cash card in the wallet app, not a month from now, but day. All right. Okay, so do not know about that though. But normally an error like that is going to be some kind of technical issue, and probably not with you. The only thing would be sometimes you get like bank website errors if your clock isn't set to the exact time. But if you're on a phone, theoretically, that would automatically update. All right, this is from OK-Reindeer 2366. Debt-free flare right there. Just submitted my application for my debt-free stream, and it said it will take 10 to 12 weeks for them to reach out to me. Can you confirm that to be true, or is it an overly cautious date just in case volume is crazy high? Would love to know. I could do it earlier so I can plan for travel and stay. That was 19 hours ago, so they were backed up a lot due to the pandy. As far as now, so now it might be the same. There might be some backup on them, and some of it might be being overly cautious, I would assume. And so, and of course, they don't take everybody. So, but as far as 10 to 12 weeks, I mean that's 3 months, babe, for them to get back to you. So that does sound like they have a lot in the hopper waiting. All right. Regret paying. Did we do that 23 hours ago? Did we? No, we wouldn't have done that, I don't think. Lukashenko. I don't think so. Follow Dave's advice blindly now, regretting. Short my family. I sold our house, moved to a different state. We're now renting. After the sale on the house, we had 20% down payment to put on our next home, okay? But we also had $100K left in student loans at about 3%. So I did what Dave advises, S-A-D-V-I-S-E-S, and I first paid P-A-I-D off the student loan. So now we're left with only about 10% down for a house. The house prices keep rising and interest rates keep rising. Now that I think about it, it was a really dumb move to pay back that loan. No, it wasn't. that was at such a low APR. Doesn't matter. It was debt. And another one of Dave's advices is to not buy a house if you have debt. Instead, we should have bought a house. Even situation aside, I feel like it's pretty dumb to pay all that debt, regardless with how high inflation is. Yeah, I'm beginning to disagree with Dave's advice. Well, you can. It's your money. You can certainly, you can certainly take out a loan for that much if you want to, if you think that's a smart thing to do. But of course, it wouldn't have the low APR apparently. Sure, if you're a person who can't handle any debt at all, then yes, pay it back and never look back. But if you're responsible with debt, see, even people that are responsible with debt can do the baby steps and therefore be successful with it. So many success stories. You don't have to be. You don't have to do something different just because you're responsible with debt. You can still do this. Trust me, still works. And know how to do a little bit of math. You would not blindly follow the baby steps. Sure, don't go and finance a $30K car. What's the difference? What's the difference? There's no difference. You're just picking a little bit, a little part of that and saying, well, no, don't do this. Of course not. Well, it's no different. No different, dog. All right, there might be one more. What up, Matty Bags? Troll calls. Just curious, how many troll calls do you think you folks think make it through the screeners? I'm listening to the podcast and a lady is talking about financial distress after actually running over a pet, and it gets even weirder, more amusing. Yeah, I mean some may, but they do have a delay on the radio show, and so some of the stuff you don't see. Or you don't hear on the radio /see on YouTube, because sometimes there are cuts on the YouTube thingy, the YouTube video. Yeah, but I think the screeners are pretty good, or they figure it out pretty quickly, and like Dave has done this a bunch of times where he just mutes them, as people say. He's putting them back on hold, and he answers the basic tenet of their question, and then he just moves on. So, yep. All right, and we did that yesterday, baby step 5.2, which was about the person wanted to save money for their kids. They wanted to invest money for their kids beyond college. So that's if you feel you have a sufficient amount set aside for college for each of your kids, so that you could provide that to them. And that's fine if you're in step 7, sure. But if you have a mortgage, that money, instead of being saved for your kids to have later after they get out of college or whatever, then that money should be put on the house instead. All right. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? Let's see. I tried to play that dumb game again in Sound Mind last night and screwed up again. So I think what I may end up doing with that is maybe recording it not live until I get through it. So that way I don't post it to YouTube until I get through that particular part. Or just keep trying, as I did last night. Trying to do that part, because it takes me, to get from the autosave, I gotta do quite a bit of stuff after the autosave point to get to the point where I die every time. So we'll see about that. I might play some Uncharted tonight, where it doesn't have that kind of thing. My Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, may do that as an unscheduled, a bonus old man video gaming, if you will. Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time, old man video gaming. Those are the scheduled times, but I do a bunch not scheduled as well. This show, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Ramsey Show, Aftershow show. As soon as the Ramsey Show video is over, I start mine. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, tech support with Coach Steve Money. And I do the exact same thing on that I just did with the Ramsey stuff. But instead of using my financial coach master training to answer the questions, I use my 25 plus years of experience doing being a PC tech. Wednesdays, no set time. This week it was 6 a.m. The Curse of Oak Island no cap recap. I need to change that. I need to put the no cap in there. And of course, if Bella is available, we will do some father-daughter video gaming. And the next time we play, we will be starting a new game because we finished the last one that we were doing. Let's give my plugs again. Let's do the reload here to see that 400. Nope, doesn't say 400 right there. So perhaps, oh, you know what could happen? You know what could happen after Craftsman was booted? He may have taken away his subscription, maybe, or after he was muted. So thanks, Sid. Okay, no problem. It's fine. One subscriber is not going to make the difference. So, alrighty. You can schedule a free consultation with me if you have money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track. The right track. I'm a Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach, and you can click the link in the chat, the link in the video description, or you can click this link on the right side of my YouTube banner, and that will take you to the calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. No D in front of that. Just calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. And then you click on Financial Coaching, and then it will show you the calendar, and you can pick a date, such as May the 4th be with you. And that's a national holiday for me, but I'll still take appointments, and I'll still be working here at the computer shop as well. So you pick the time, and Calendly will let me know when you would like that appointment, and I'll get back to you with the information I need to accurately assess you. This P right here is for PayPal, and that's where you can send donations. PayPal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Instagram is CoachSteveMoney, no spaces. What else we got? Oh, email is CoachSteveMoney at gmail.com. And you can email me if you have any questions about the financial stuff, about the financial coaching, or just Dave's advice in general. You got 5 watching live here. Excellent. If you want to ask me anything about Oak Island or Ramsey stuff, as I said, about video gaming, if you have any questions about computer stuff, I've been making a lot of highlight parts out of the Tech Support with Coach Steve Money live episodes. And as I'm doing right now, I turn that into a minute and 45 seconds clip. Shows you how to use Windows System File Checker, which looks for corrupted system files and replaces them with fun new not corrupted files. And this is my taking a second to load here. But this is the music playlist, and this has my Ramsey related songs in it, as well as 2 songs by Thrill Cat, my favorite band, recorded in 1993 as far as the year. Alrighty, well, guess that will do it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Sid says block cheese may be cheaper per unit, but I'm 100% I'm eating block cheese faster. So there you go. So that's that's a good reason not to buy it, I guess. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for watching. The best thing you can do for me is subscribe. I would appreciate it muchly. Like and comment. All that stuff definitely helps. And I appreciate your support. Appreciate you for watching my stuff. Thank you so much for that. And make smart financial decisions every day.